Hello guys, I just want to quickly show you my watch list for this new week. Right, I want to show you the pairs I'm looking at this week. So if you look at my watch list, I have over 16 pairs right here, but in my watch list I have what I call the red list. So those are pairs that are setting up and getting ready for me to trade, pairs I'm actively looking at. So I'm looking at CHFJPY, Euro. So I'm looking at CHFJPY, USDJPY, CADCHF and Euro AUD. So I'll just go through the pairs and show you what I'm looking at. So let's start from CHFJPY. Alright, so in this pair from the daily time frame, I can see what the market is doing here. So I can see that there was an impulse to the upside. If I can just zoom this properly. So over here there was an impulse to the upside and the price formed a corrective shape up there, right? Formed a corrective shape up there and gave me a potential double top when it dropped and retested that point. So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, it's going to make this appear clearer now. So on the 4-hour time frame, I can see that there was an impulse here to the upside, and the price got to this point in a corrective way, forming an ascending channel. And an ascending channel is actually a reversal pattern. An ascending channel is a reversal pattern, and then there was this impulse and another correction, and this time it got up to retest this double top. So I can see a double top up there, potential double top, and after that double top, what happened? There was yet another impulse to the downside, and now after this impulse I can see a correction forming like so. So my bias on CHFJPY is a sell. I feel like the JPY pairs are going to drop in the coming weeks or days. All right, the JPY pair are going to drop in the coming days. So my bias on CHFJPY is a sell. So I'm expecting a sell. What are the confirmations I'm waiting for? So the way it looks right now, the price is forming this correction. So I expect the price to do any of this. It can go up there, form a correction like so, and then it can then drop and form a correction that gives me a confirmation for an entry down there. So I'm expecting this to happen. If it doesn't happen, no trade for me. So this is going to be my trade signal. I'm going to expect an impulse in this lower time frame. I'll expect this impulse to happen and then give me a correction. That correction is going to be my entry. All right, so my overall bias is that the price is going to come all the way down. That's my overall bias for CHFJPY. So look out for this, and the price can also do something like this. The price can decide not to go up again, even though that's more like a possibility, but the price can just come all the way down, break this and form a correction. So I'll also be entering once I see this correction. All right, so basically I'm waiting for price to impulse and then give me a correction for me to take the trade. So around this correction will be where I take my entry. All right, so look out for CHFJPY. There is a potential sell shaping up on CHFJPY. Now let's go to the next pair I'm looking at. Let me just clear this chart quickly. All right, so the next pair I'm looking at is USDJPY. Similar trade idea for USDJPY. Now I can see, if I can just go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I can see that the price is forming an overall ascending channel on the daily time frame. You can see an overall ascending channel on the daily time frame, and I can see this impulsive move to the upside. So if you look at this from the 4-hour time frame, you see that price has given us a potential triple top. All right, there was a touch here, another touch here, another touch there, but because we don't trade based on bounces. All right, we always wait for a correction. So what I can see here is that price impulsively dropped after that drop, we can see, if I go to the 2-hour time frame, you can see that this here is a valid point, this where my real line is marking. So I can see that price broke this point upward in a corrective manner. So price broke this in a corrective manner. So what am I waiting for right now? I'm waiting for price to impulse down and give me a correction. So this will be my entry. If that correction doesn't happen, there is no trade. So that's going to be my entry for a sell, something like so. And then my target is going to be, my first target is going to be right here, this low, all right? And then next target is going to be down here, this other low. But overall, this price looks very, very bearish. USDJPY looks very, very bearish. So I'm expecting a sell on USDJPY, but that's my entry. My entry criteria is that price is going to impulse to the downside and break that that bar there and form a correction for me to find a trade opportunity on USDJPY. But my overall bias, like I said, is a sell. The next pair is CADCHF. So in this case, what am I looking for from the daily time frame? I can see that there is a potential double bottom right here. You can see that there's a potential double bottom. Price is forming a potential double bottom right here. All right, and now if I go to the 4-hour time frame, I would see that price is also forming something like a head and shoulder. All right, I can see this shoulder, an impulse downward. After an impulse, there's supposed to be a correction to continue moving this price downwards, but price didn't give us a correction. Instead, after this impulse, price gave us another impulse up. All right, I'm just going to show you this better on the 2-hour time frame. An impulse to the downside, another impulse to the upside, and then this correction is forming. All right, so I'm expecting this correction to drop one more time and then impulse upward. Let me clear this chart a bit, show you what I'm looking at. So a drop downward, another impulse upward, and then form a correction. This is going to be my entry. All right, so I'm waiting for this correction to form. Then this is going to be my entry, something like so, and then I'll take a buy on this. So my entry is going to happen at the break of the structure upward, and then my first take profit, of course, will be at the end or at the top of this correction, and then the next take profit. Because let's see, if I show you this on the daily time frame, you realize that price has the potential of moving to this rail line up there. All right, because all the way to the left right there is a smooth price movement, very clean price movement. So what price is likely to do is, once it breaks this point, it's coming all the way up there. All right, but let's see what price does. So for this week, my bias is that price is likely to continue to the upside because it's coming from a potential double bottom. It's coming from a potential double bottom right there, and it's forming a head and shoulder. And if you know anything about head and shoulders, they actually always play out most times. So let's see what price does in the coming days or weeks. But that's the bias for CHFJPY. And then my final pair I'm looking at for this week is Euro AUD. Now if we go to the daily time frame on Euro AUD, you realize that price has been moving in a very interesting way. So there was this impulse, and then the whole of this is seen like a correction. All right, and then what happened down here, there was a double bottom. So price is coming from this double bottom move right here. So price is coming from this double bottom move right there. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, just to have a closer look at what price has been doing, you realize that price approached the double bottom in a corrective manner, telling us the price was ready to start moving upward. And after that, we've seen little impulses and corrections on the lower time frame. If I zoom out this a bit and probably go to the 2-hour time frame so you can appreciate this better. All right, on the 2-hour time frame, what can we see? We can see here that price has been moving in impulsive and corrective move. Impulse, correction, another impulse, correction, yet another impulse, correction. You know, the whole of this is an impulse, and then we are seeing a larger form of correction right there. All right, we're seeing a larger form of correction right there. So what's the expectation? Now if we look at this price, the current price properly, we realize that price has formed a double bottom on the lower time frame. So this is a potential double bottom right here. All right, so price has formed a potential double bottom right there. So what are we looking for price to do? I'm waiting for price right now to give me an impulsive move all the way to the upside, break this trend line, and then form a correction like so up there. All right, so that's where my potential entry would be. I'm not going to do anything until price breaks this trend line upward and gives me a correction. This correction is now the confirmation that price is ready to continue this move to the upside. Now what's the overall target? The overall target will be this top up here. This is going to be the overall target. So price is probably going to form a triple touch. It can come all the way up there. All right, but my overall target will be to target this point, somewhere close to that point, and this has the potential of giving me an 11% depending on the pip size I enter with. All right, so this is it for this week. This is what I'm expecting price to do. These are the pairs I am looking at. The USD pairs are looking like they are going to be reversing soon, but I don't find anything of interest there. What looks a bit more interesting is the Euro USD pair. So it's looking like price is about to complete this move and form like a triple touch on the trend line and probably give us a reversal, a correction, before I can start looking for any trade idea on Euro USD. So that's like a long time to go. I'll just wait and let price do its thing. I hope this video was useful. You found value from this video. Do well to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like this video so a lot more people can see what we are looking for in the coming days. So once again, I'm looking at 4 pairs. All right, my bias for CHFJPY is a sell. All right, my bias for USDJPY is another sell. My bias for CADCHF is a buy. My bias for Euro AUD is another buy. So let's see what the week holds. Do well to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on my coming videos. All right, and I am also going to include the link to my Telegram group on this video, so do well to click the link to join my Telegram group where we share ideas and help ourselves to grow as Forex traders. Until I come your way next time, take care. See you on the next one. Peace.